On the back of your license, it says what a Class C driver's license is. And and my truck is not 26,000 pounds. I am not transporting placarded hazmat. My truck cannot transport 16 passengers. It can't. This is for commercial use, a Class C driver. This is what it's for, it tells you. Commercial business purpose. Where does it say non-commercial?
Welcome, everyone. Yes, you heard Rebel Studios 2 right. His driver's license doesn't say non-commercial, so by his logic, it's a commercial driver's license. Apparently, the "or" in this Class C license description is not even supposed to be there. So again, by his logic, it's a one-size-fits-all description, thus to him, confirming commercial driver's license. If anyone has seen the other video I did on Rebel Studios 2, you will know most of what he is all about, so it won't come as a shock to anyone that he was recently pulled over and, dun dun dun, arrested. Ah, yes, you can hear the telltale signs of him getting ready for the officer's approach. The windows get rolled up about an inch or two from the top, and, of course, the doors get locked if they aren't already. Now let the subsidiary begin.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? I'm Deputy Diaz, Tonkin County Sheriff's Office. Reason for the stop is the speed.
Speed?
Yes, sir.
Right before 65, I was slowing down.
You're going 70 in a 65. That 65 sign.
But I was slowing down as I
You gotta
was...
slow down before you enter into the 65 zone. That sign indicates that the zone that you're about to enter is a 65 mile an hour zone. You're going 70 in a 65 mile an hour zone.
But I was
Listen.
slowing down, sir.
I have to apologize for the audio because he left his radio on, but he was going 70 in a 65 mile per hour limit zone, which really isn't that bad speed-wise, but doesn't negate the fact that even though he was slowing down, he was still speeding.
Still speeding, okay? Before I pulled you over, whoever was inside the vehicle was going to get a written warning, okay? So, you're still going to get a written warning because I told you you're going to get a written warning. You have your driver's license and your proof of insurance.
Am I under arrest?
You're detained right now.
According to Texas Penal Code 3802, I must be under arrest
You have to have a driver's license.
to ID.
Yes, sir. You have to have a driver's license in order to operate a motor vehicle on the roadway.
The officer stated that whoever was in the vehicle was going to get a written warning and then asked for his license and proof of insurance. Of course, Rebel asks if he's arrested and cites Texas Penal Code 3802, which, oops, is not quite the right law. That law states, failure to identify. A person commits an offense if he intentionally refuses to give his name, residence address, or date of birth to a peace officer who has lawfully arrested the person and requested the information. The actual law in this case would be Section 521.025 of the Texas Transportation Code. It states, license to be carried and exhibited on demand, criminal penalty. A person required to hold a license under Section 521.025 shall have in the person's possession while operating a motor vehicle the class of driver's license appropriate for the type of vehicle operated, and display the license on the demand of a magistrate, court officer, or peace officer. A peace officer may stop and detain a person operating a motor vehicle to determine if the person has a driver's license as required by this section.
Well, I have a license,
Now, do you have a
but
driver's license?
in order for me to hand you my identification, I have to be placed under arrest,
No, sir. No, sir.
and according to Texas Penal Code 3802.
No, sir. It's a traffic stop. It's a
Well, I understand that it's a detention, but it's not an arrest.
Are you informed that a detention is a form of arrest?
Well, if it's a form of arrest, then I should be under
You're
arrest.
detained right now. You have your driver's license. You
Uh,
possess a Texas driver's license.
yes,
Okay, may I see it, please?
you can see it.
Okay.
I have my driver's license right here.
Can I have it so that I can put all the required information in there to issue a warning?
I would, but under Texas Penal Code, I have to be under arrest first. Because I watched it when San Angelo had went to Walmart,
Is your registration up to date
and a
on
guy,
your vehicle?
The officer doesn't care about some guy in a YouTube video doing whatever, refusing to ID. He is only going to give a written warning, and Rebel is making this traffic stop more complicated than it has to be.
You don't have a registration sticker, the insignia. You have to have it posted.
well, I found out from my uncle that Texas has gotten rid of inspections, and
So,
Texas did eliminate the safety inspections for vehicles. However, the law for that does not go into effect until 2025, and it will be replaced by an annual fee of $7.50. So y'all in the state of Texas, which includes Rebel, still have to do it for now.
you not want to give me your...
it's not that I don't want to, it's that by law, Texas Penal Code 3802, I do not have to. Yes, sir.
West side? Okay, Kevin.
I mean, y'all gonna get violent with me, and I'm being peaceful, and I'm trying to go do my thing.
I
and-
never said that I was going to get violent.
Because if I don't do what you want, you will get violent. You will act like a sociopath.
Not that Rebel is a sociopath, I'm not a mental health professional, but he sure is displaying a few of the traits of one right now. And that officer is as patient as can be.
No, sir, I'm not violent. You're insinuating that I am violent, which
No, sir, I'm not insinuating because you're calling for backup.
I'm
And 18 U.S. Code 241 and
right
242.
now, I stopped you for speeding, and your registration's expired. So you're not willing to provide me with your.
Well, if my registration is expired, I am no longer under contract.
Okay.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Rebel is not complying, so backup is on the way. And if he claims that he has no contracts with the state anymore, he can get his vehicle off the public roads and use his feet or any other wheeled item that is not considered a motor vehicle to travel.
With y'all, if my inspection is expired, I'm no longer in
Are you going to give
contract.
me your driver's license?
I would,
It's a yes.
I would, but I do not have to under 3802.
Unless you're under arrest.
I have, yes, but if you make an arrest on something that is a secondary offense after being arrested,
There's only
then-
There's only three things I cannot arrest for in the state of Texas: speeding, texting and driving, and open container. Okay, I cannot arrest for any of those, but I can arrest for expired registration because you're operating a motor vehicle on the roadway in Texas without valid registration.
yes, and both the U.S. Supreme Court and the lower courts, even of Texas, have said that no one needs a license, registration, and all that to be able to drive upon the highways and the roads.
I don't even.
That is a fact. That they had just ruled on it this year.
Do I have to say it? Just give his ass to X. Give him that. Just give him the X, and then I'll say it.
What is your first name, sir? My name is Deputy Diaz, Stephen Diaz with the Tom.
Oh, you can call me good citizen, sir.
With the Tom Green County Sheriff's Office. My badge number is 8858. Okay. I know you didn't ask for it, but I'm sure.
And I am getting hot. Can I run my truck to have AC?
What's that? No, sir. Do not.
Because I'm getting hot, and now I'm being tortured.
The only one torturing him is him, because he rolled up his windows and could have just given the officer his info, received his written warning, and been on his merry way. But nope, he is being a dumbass and prolonging the stop with his subsidiary.
I'm not going to run. I have no reason to run, sir.
Now, why not give me your insurance and you don't have registration on your vehicle?
Because I don't have to show you my papers if I am not under arrest. We're not in Germany, sir. It's not a show me your papers so that way we can.
If the U.S. were like Germany in the late 40s, early 50s, he would have been ripped from his vehicle, beaten, and likely disappeared, and his video would never have been posted on YouTube because it wouldn't exist.
I'm trying to be as polite to you as possible.
And I'm being polite too. I'm not getting loud. I'm not hollering. I'm no threat to anyone. But I have someone here with the force of a gun and all kinds of other stuff that there's nothing in the U.S. Constitution that gives the state that gives the state authority over me.
The 10th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution does. However, he thinks states are federal and have no rights of their own, while he cites Texas Penal Code 3802 as a means to not show his ID.
You can't fix stupid.
Right now, your registration's expired, okay? You're under arrest at this point now, okay? You're under arrest. If you do not cooperate with me, you are going to catch other charges, okay? You're going to catch resisting arrest. You're under arrest at this point. Yes, sir, you under arrest for operating a vehicle without registration, okay? So you can either step out of the... No, we're way past that. You can either step out of the vehicle willingly, or I will pull you out by force.
See, you want to get violent, so I'll get out. Let me undo it. I'll get out. I'll get out. See, you're getting mean. No, sir.
Okay.
As the late, great Schrodinger's cat used to say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Missed you, Cliff.
The next day.
Well, tomorrow I'm going to file a motion of recusal of the judge from my case on the basis that she is biased against the U.S. Constitution.
Oh my gosh.
And then she's going to have to do it. And if she don't, an investigation will be placed upon her to make sure she is fit to preside over my case.
Who was that snorted? Listen.
That she is not biased against the U.S. Constitution. Because they're going to have to look at my case, and then they're going to have to look at everything in the Constitution that applies to my case. And they'll find nothing. So every judge, if she recuses herself and then another judge comes and put in her place, I'm going to recuse that one. And I will never see another day in court and another day in jail. As long as this, I have not been put through trial. This is what I believe. As long as I'm not been put through trial for what I have been gotten in trouble for, I can no longer be arrested for the same crimes. Because then it's double jeopardy.
Good luck with that insane strategy.
I will be charged for the same crimes I have not gone to court for the first time that I was charged with all this.
You're an idiot!
And so eventually, and I get the money, I'm going to sue everyone. And I may settle on one case. There'll be separate cases. So I'll settle on one case so I can have some money, and then all the rest are fucked. You know, the least one, the one that I don't really have to worry about, I'll settle on that one. But all the rest, the sheriff, all of them are fucked. Because I'm going to start suing people.
You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. You all get a lawsuit.
This is what we got to do to stop this shit. You can't stop it until you go after them. They will not stop until we go after them. We got to stop bowing down and letting them do what they do. That's why they do what they do. We bow down and say, there's nothing we can do. There's more of us than them. There is something we can do. Lawsuits. You know, may not get them thrown in jail or prison, but lawsuits work. That does damage, because when they're sued enough, their insurance companies drops them, because it comes out of the pockets of the insurance companies. And if they ain't got enough money, they're going to drop them, and then they're no longer supported by insurance companies. They're no longer insured for liabilities. And then it comes out of the company's pocket once they start getting sued. And then they shut down.
The police aren't a company. All settlements that don't come from insurance companies come from the taxpayers.
This is how we stop them. We get off our butts. We fight against it with lawsuits. And I'm going to sue them. I'm filing a motion to recuse the judge from my case. And more than likely, she will do it because she don't want to be under an investigation that could get her caught doing things behind the scenes that she's not supposed to be doing. That's all judges.
Dumbass.
I got a bruise from the cuffs. I've got an damn it. Now I forgot it. Excessive force claim. I got a bruise. I thought it was from something else. I went to wash my arm off and it's a bruise. So I got a bruise from handcuffs. Torture cuffs. They hurt you. I had marks on this one longer than on this one. This one was a little bit looser than this one. But yeah, they still put them on you enough. So I've got a excessive force claim. I got bruised. That's injury.
Ah, yes. His wrists got bruised and he is claiming excessive force, much like Chili and his damaged ulnar nerve claim. We saw delete laws on body cam moving around, forcing the officer to tighten his grip so Chili would not fall over. I have been in handcuffs. No, not those kind, get your minds out of the gutter. And they are not supposed to be comfortable. I bet Rebel kept moving his wrists around in the handcuffs, which caused them to get bruised. I honestly don't foresee the court entertaining any of his claims or lawsuits. Much like Chili, anything he puts through the courts will likely be dismissed. Editing Mom here. After I recorded this video, Rebel published the following video of him trying to get a recusal form from the courts titled, "Refusing to Give Me What They Are by Law, the Affidavit of Recusal Form." Which law is he referencing? Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe he will cite it in this video. After all, he has cited other laws in his other videos.
Alright, I'm going in to see if I can get a motion of recusal printed out, since they don't keep the forms here. I'm gonna get a motion of recusal, a motion of mens rea printed out too. I don't believe they keep that either.
Before anyone gets motion sickness from the swinging camera, I will fast forward through this bit.
No. I need the motion of recusal form. I need to print it out.
But you came in yesterday, right?
Yeah, they could have printed one out because they said they don't keep them.
Oh, okay.
And so
These ladies here or the one behind?
over there.
Over there, okay.
All right.
Oh. No, sir.
All right. I need the motion of recusal printed out.
Let me get, is it for a misdemeanor or a felony?
Misdemeanors.
It just needs to be plugged in and, posted, looks public.
Yeah, it's a form.
We don't have those forms here, sir.
Yeah, I know. I just need to print it out.
You just need to print it out.
Yeah, I know I can print it out because I looked it up. 'Cause, you know, I mean, if I can't get it from y'all, who's supposed to be here for us, I'm gonna have to go to spend money at the library to get it printed out. I mean, either way, it can get printed out.
Give me just a moment, because I think we may have to charge you for it here, too.
Ooh, a lawyer told me when they called me when I asked them about it, said that y'all don't charge.
Let me go ask about this real fast. I'll take care of this.
First and foremost, yes, public servants do work to provide services for the public. However, if I can't get it from y'all who's supposed to be here for us comment sounded a little bit like you work for me. I could be wrong and reading way too much into it, but I don't think I am. And just a guess, but the courts and library likely charge due to the paper and ink used in printing.
These places, they work all together. This group of people.
Of course, it's all one massive cover-up and conspiracy against him and people who think like him. I feel the need to remind Rebel that we wouldn't need courts if we humans were automatons who did what we were expected to do and not make waves. However, we humans are assholes.
Okay, I spoke with my supervisor, and we can't print it out for you here. We're only allowed to give you documents that have been filed in the case. But she did say that you can go to the library, and you should be able to print it out over there, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. But it would be great if y'all would keep that information because y'all are supposed to have it so people can get it. Because I know nobody in this town knows about that stuff. That's not right. A lawsuit could be pending.
Case in point of humans being assholes? Rebel, have you read what it takes to file a recusal on a judge in your state? Yes? No? Well, get prepared for a little education because you really do need it. Texas Rules of Civil Procedures 18A, Recusal and Disqualification of Judges. A. Motion, Form and Contents. A party in a case in any trial court other than a statutory probate court or justice court may seek to recuse or disqualify a judge who is sitting in a case by filing a motion with the clerk of the court in which the case is pending. The motion. 1. Must be verified. 2. Must assert one or more of the grounds listed in Rule 18b. 3. Must be based solely on the judge's ruling in the case, and 4. Must state with detail and particularity facts that A. Are within the affiant's personal knowledge, except that facts may be stated on information and belief if the basis of that belief is specifically stated. B. Would be admissible in evidence, and C. If proven, would be sufficient to justify recusal or disqualification. Clarification on affiant. An affiant is a person who swears to an affidavit. Knowing what 18A is about, let's move on to Texas Rules of Procedure 18B, Grounds for Recusal and Disqualification of Judges. B. Grounds for Recusal. A judge must recuse in any proceeding in which 1. The judge's impartiality might reasonably be questioned. 2. The judge has a personal bias or prejudice concerning the subject matter or the party. 3. The judge has personal knowledge of disputed evidentiary facts concerning the proceeding. There is a lot more to both rules, but I just hit on what pertained to your bias against authority. I have linked these 2 rules in the description below as there is more regarding them. Remember to do all the YouTube-y things like, share, comment, sub if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, click all, all that stuff. Thank you for watching. You are all awesome. See you in the next video.